A Texarkana author has now published a book that has made the bestsellers list, and it's about a boy who grows up in Texarkana.
I met up with that author, who, by the way, happens to be an old friend, Lee Sanders, to learn more about the book and the places featured in his debut novel.
Under the Light of Fireflies. It's a coming-of-age novel about a 12-year-old boy named Noah. It's set in Texarkana, where Lee Sanders lived when he was that age. While the story is fiction, the setting is real.
The book is set in 1981 right here in Texarkana, and I thought Texarkana would be a great setting. I grew up here. There's a lot of romance and nostalgia here for me.
Sanders now lives in Fort Worth, but when he returns to visit, he takes his daughters to his favorite old haunts, including Waterworks Lake and here at Spring Lake Park, where he played baseball and hung out with his buddies. These are also important places in his novel.
And so they had been out on an adventure to Waterworks Lake, which is now Bringles Lake, and then they had come back here to the park and they had settled in, and dusk was falling upon it, and you could see fireflies and ducks and everything. And so there's the zoo, and then there's the baseball fields, and so the zoo is going to play a significant role in the book, and so that's what had to happen here at Spring Lake Park.
In his book, Noah swims to an island in the middle of the lake at the park. The island is gone now, but it is important in the book.
He swims to the island, and that's how he escapes. But unbeknownst to him, he'll never remember how it happened until at a certain point in the book, and that's the fireflies. That's the trigger.
So, yeah, Spring Lake Park used to have an island right out here.
It did.
If I remember correctly.
Yes, the island was right there, and there's little ducks and turtles that lived on it. It had grass, and yeah, we used to wade out there to it every now and then. So
I thought you weren't supposed to get in the water.
that didn't stop us.
You
It didn't
guys.
stop it. Yeah, I mean, you had to go check it out at least once, you know.
The book was written for teens and young adults. Sanders says there's an important lesson Noah learns that we all need to know.
You can learn to let it all go, and then just find yourself, and then you can find happiness that way. And so that's the ultimate lesson. That's the universal truth, is when we learn to let go of things that we can't control, then we find peace. So that's the answer right there.
Also featured in his book is State Line Avenue, Wamba, and the Old Grimm Hotel, which was recently remodeled and made into apartments.